Hi everyone, I'm Nina and this is Misa, and today we're going to take part in Toon Me Luca-Challenge. I'll tell you everything about it, but in short, you have to turn yourself into one of those fishy characters from the Luca movie. Let's get started, right Misa? Right Misa? First of all, let's see what this Toon Me Luca-Challenge is about. So basically, it's from the movie called Luca. I think it's still the biggest movie or like cartoon of this summer, so you should check it out. And it's about a boy who is half fish, and they call it a sea monster there, and half human. So today I will turn myself into half sea monster, this is how they call it in the movie, and half human. And right now I'm just looking for some references I will be using in my work. Actually, when you start doing anything, just like anything, it's very cool to have a few references. So I just saved the ones I like, especially the ones where I can see all the facial features of Luca and that sea monster thing as well. You should also visit Toon Me Luca hashtag on Instagram just to get some inspiration and see how other people do it, and maybe even save some references from there too. And remember to use this hashtag yourself if you're going to take part in this challenge, because it will definitely bring some activity into your Instagram profile. So that was the first thing. The second thing I want to say is that I will be doing this using mixed media. First I will sketch and draw traditionally, and then I will color and do a few details on my iPad Pro. But don't worry, I'll tell you how you can also color and detail using traditional color pencils or whatever you choose to use. Everyone should be able to take part if they are patient and want a cool result. Okay, so let's start. All my references will be on the iPad on the left, and I will be just, switching between them when I need to see something specific. And as I said, I will make a sketch using just an ordinary graphite pencil. So Luca is in front of me right now, and you can see that he is pretty round. I mean, his head is pretty round, his nose is pretty round, his eyes are round, and even his ears are round. So when I'm sketching, I'm keeping that in mind. But you don't have to do it exactly like I'm doing. I mean, if you want to keep your personal style, if you have any style of course, then you can definitely do that. I mean, if you check that Toon Me Luca hashtag, right, you can see that a lot of artists just keep their style, but half of their character is that sea monster, that's it. But I decided that I will make it look mostly like the actual characters from the movie. So I'm starting out by doing the big round shape of the head, of my future head, and I will eventually turn this into myself by adding some of my personal features. But for now, as I said, I'm just borrowing this round style from the original character. Then I'm going into the medium details such as eyeballs, mouth, neck and nose, and after that I start adding the smaller details like the pupil, the reflection in the eye and so on. Now remember that it's not always okay to copy the original work. Well, actually it's never okay to copy the original work. But being very inspired and drawing like the original artist is okay. It's a complicated copyright thing. For now, don't worry about that, because we're drawing ourselves, remember? By the way, here I'm drawing the first personal feature, and it's the eyebrows, because I have pretty straight eyebrows, you know? So this is what I'm drawing. I want to take a moment and look at how other artists did Toon Me Luca-Challenge. So this is how they did it. As you see, there are many ways of doing this challenge. It doesn't have to be like one particular style. You can add something else, you can borrow from others and just like get inspired. So check this hashtag on Instagram, or just, I don't know, look at what I'm showing you right now. And yeah, get inspired, guys. By the way, I want to tell you that I have my new art vlog episode coming up very soon. I'm moving to Sweden, and here you can see how Missa and I are packing for the trip. After doing the first shapes, I'm adding the characteristic ears from the sea monster part. And in the movie, Luca turns into like this fish if he gets water on him, but only where the water is, so not everywhere, you know. And I personally have a piercing on my ear, but later I will realize that it's actually another ear. So I will fix it later, but still it's some kind of things that will make your drawing look like you, like those little things. I am adding hair that looks like my own hair. I guess this is where you can use a mirror or your picture or just any reference picture with hair that looks like your own. The challenge is to find those things that make you unique and then make a Toon Me Luca version. I am adding long brown hair and an earring because those are some of the things that makes me look like me. What makes you guys look like you? Share it in the comments and I will try and imagine how all of you look. For the fishy side, I'm giving myself hair and gills and underwater creature features like in the movie. So it looks like the human version I'm doing on the left. And once again, the references are very helpful here because how else would you imagine this sea monster version without references, right? Also, you can see that the pupil is different from the human side. It's like cat pupil, you know? If you ever want to really learn how to cartoonify yourself, then check my Draw Like Disney series of tutorials where I'm teaching you in detail how to draw yourself in this cute Disney Pixar-like style. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you have any questions, I try to answer as many comments as possible. And I also want you to know that I have a completely free art course on my homepage, and you're very welcome on my Instagram. All the links will be in the description. Check them out. After I'm done with the sketch, I put it into my iPad Pro. If you're using traditional pencils here, just ink up with a dark pencil and erase the sketch guidelines. And please don't give up. If you don't have a digital tablet, you can make a cool result either way. If you apply yourself and show patience, I promise. So right now I'm basically line tracing my own original sketch, and I think it's a very cool trick, you know. It's very cool, for example, to create a sketch and then create a neat line art afterwards using your own sketch. Also, all these cheated tools such as select, copy, paste, color fill, just awesome, guys. So of course, as long as I'm doing it digitally, why not to use it? And by the way, if I was doing it traditionally, I would probably create a new sketch, like it was like a little warm-up, and now it would be a serious work. Or maybe I would have line traced it as well. For example, I could have put the original sketch on the window and then another blank sheet on top of that sketch and just line trace that. So maybe if you want to have a super neat result, try to do something like this. And by the way, I have nothing against line tracing. I don't think it's cheating. I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. This is pretty close to cheating, and at least it's equal to line tracing, you know? They're both helping us to perform better. I'm also using a brush that's imitating a traditional pencil, so I'm trying to get a little bit closer to this traditional feeling. Okay, so now when my line art is done, I'm ready to color it. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm choosing the selection tool and I'm just using it along the contour, and then I'm pressing fill, and the entire shape is going to be filled in with the color, and I chose the skin color. I could have done that manually. For example, I could have chosen any brush I want and just, you know, pretty much traditionally just using the pencil, the pen, and just filling in the area I need. That's what I would have probably done if I was doing it traditional. So I would choose like a skin tone pencil, and I would have started applying it on the face. Here I'm deciding to use the reference option, so it would have been on my screen. If you're doing it traditionally or on another digital tablet, you could have just, I don't know, see it on your phone or on your laptop. But I have this little toolbar, so I will be keeping it there. I can also pick up colors from there, which I will be probably doing, but anyways, it will be just helping me to create my own character. So now I'm gonna work pretty simple, in a pretty simple way, you know. I'm gonna create a clipping mask, and every color I'm gonna use is going to be its own layer, and that layer is gonna be clipping mask. So for example, I'm choosing a dark brown for my hair, and as long as it's clipping mask, I will not be able to get out of that pinky, peachy shape that I filled in before. So that's the point of creating a clipping mask. So now I'm basically coloring different parts of myself because it's me, and I'm using like dark brown for hair, green for my eyes because I have green eyes. The sea monster eye is actually yellow, so I'm gonna make it yellow. Then I'm going to make the sea monster side blue and stuff like that, you know. I'm just like looking at my references, getting inspired, and instantly doing something with my drawing. Actually, I must say, already I would recognize this character as myself. Why? Because I have some very special features that only I have. And we started with the straight eyebrows, right? Also I have that funny piercing on top of my ear. I have a birthmark right under my eye on my cheek, and already these little things really make this character look like me. Also I have like this special curtain bang hairstyle, and I also drew it here, so I would recognize it for myself. That's what I wanted to say. So I'm pretty sure if you add like a few tiny personal features, you will already succeed. And here I decided to experiment with the background colors. I was like checking a lot of them, nothing was satisfying enough for me, so I decided to stop on orange. But in the future I will change it as well, so you will see. Did you notice that the table actually changed? It's because I'm in my new apartment in Sweden, but you will see that in my new art vlog, as I already said. And now let's get back to our Toon Me Luca-Challenge. At this moment I decided to shade the human side a little bit. So I was looking at how Luca was shaded. He has like this pink nose and cheeks, and I was basically doing the same. Also the ears, by the way. And right after we'll move to the sea monster side. For the sea monster side, you can choose any color you like. I mean, if you've seen Luca, you know that there are different colors. So I chose light blue, but I was thinking of choosing pink, I must confess, because I love pink, but I will leave this pink for the hair. When I'm shading the sea monster side, I'm basically looking at my human side and doing the same. Where I have highlighted areas, I'm leaving highlighted areas or just drawing them with the light color. And where the darker areas, shaded areas, I'm just using a dark blue for those areas. But the sea monster side is a little bit different because, for example, the sea monster doesn't have a nose, there's only a tiny hole and it's shaded a tiny bit different. So if you have references, which I hope you do, just take a look at them from time to time and you will notice those little details. When the biggest area, which is the entire face, right, is done, I'm starting to give it more details. For example, I'm filling in the eyebrows, and after that I'm going to give more details to the fishy ear and start filling in the hair. I decided to use pink and white colors for the sea monster hair. Once again, you can choose any colors you want for your skin tone and for your hair. Even the hair can look different, you know. I just decided to go for the easiest solution and just looked at Luca and did exactly like that, but I'm pretty sure it can be with variations, you know. I also noticed some kind of a structure on the foreheads on the sea monster side, so I just decided to use the most simple round brush and to create some kind of a pattern, and then I will just lower the opacity of the layer, and I'm hoping that it will look something like what we need. After that, I just decided to give a few more details to my human side to shade the hair, also the t-shirt a little bit, and change the background finally, because this orange is a little annoying, I think. By the way, do you recognize this t-shirt? I wear it in a lot of my tutorials, just in case if you don't know. It is me. In the end, I'm doing a little digital magic by adding a water ripple effect. It kind of gives it that being at the sea feeling. And basically, I am done. And of course, let's take a look at the little time-lapse video of the entire process. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching till the end, and I hope you will also take part in this Toon Me Luca challenge, because Luca is still like the main movie of this summer, and the summer is not over yet, actually. And remember to use this hashtag Toon Me Luca and this hashtag in a Blangstrup so I could see your creation too. Anyways, thanks again for watching and see you in the next video, guys. Bye!